He ended up getting a goal.
I know. So yeah, I'm really pleased for him as well. He wasn't too happy about not starting. But I gave him my reasons for that, and he's responded in the best possible way. He made his goal himself. So really pleased for him. I'm really pleased for Nico as well with his goal. Thought he showed some real good finesse there, a little nutmeg and then a really good finish. But I thought we caused them problems today. We created the big chances in the game and restricted them to very little, to be honest.
And speaking of Nico, he was early in the game when the ball was out on the wings. He looked like he was always ready to make that run through, but they weren't seeing him in that sense, like some of the ways they actually played Patrick sometimes.
Yeah.
But he was like chomping at the bit.
No, he was. He made some really good unselfish runs where you're making a run and you know the ball's not going to come, but you're creating a space for your teammates, which is what we wanted to do. We wasn't sure whether to play a high line or drop deeper, and I think with Nico making them runs, it allowed Patrick to get the ball on the edge of the box where we cause problems. The first goal comes from that. We don't force a ball into the box and we come back into the opposite pocket, and Nico, just does his skills there.
So that's by design?
Yeah, that's by design. Yeah, you need opposite movements in games. You need to make defenders go one way while somebody else comes the other way to create the space, and I thought we'd done that well today.
Thank you.
No worries.
What were the reasons you gave Enzo?
I didn't think he was great last week. I thought Patrick deserved the chance to start. He may disagree with me, but at the end of the day, as I said to him, it's my decision, and I have to. That's what I get paid to do. And I thought Patrick, it was a game where he was going to cause them problems, and I thought he caused them problems. Their goalkeepers made a great save from him, he worked them really hard all game, and then Enzo came on and got his goal, and great problem to give me now.
To get 2 goals after you had to sit Vargas and no Abada, how does that say you guys have offense that can come from other places?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Tavares has come in today, and I thought he was better. He knew when to drift in today a lot better, and when to stay wide. He's had a few chances in the game, so I think we've got players that can come in. Leo was feeling his thigh on Thursday afternoon, so we sent him for an MRI, and he's got a slight strain in there. Hopefully, it won't keep him out for too long. But I'm pleased for the lads who've come in. And put a shift in today, and even Tiger the last 10-15 minutes again, I thought he's got really good pace and balance, and he gives them problems.
Are we seeing Pekovic kind of establish himself with a little bit more confidence, a couple games under his belt? Have we seen the truer of him?
Yeah, I mean, we're still yet to see 90 minutes from him. I think the energy and effort he gives, he's there for all to see in the application. But I keep talking about it's a squad game. It's never, the first 11 that I'm picking. The players who come on have got to run harder and faster than the ones who come off and make an impact. And, that's what the subs have done again today. But really pleased with, how we played today.
Right. I guess how important is it just getting a win off of a couple of negative results?
As I said to you before, I thought last week was a step in the right direction in terms of performance, not results. I think Carol might have said to me they had 17 shots last week, shots on goal. But I watched the game back, and most of them from about 24 to 25 yards. And Cali very rarely gets beat from there, and we've got bodies in between it. So, we're restricting teams to smaller chances, which is what we have to do, and we're creating the bigger chances in games, and long may that continue.
You started Brett today, obviously, because of Mark was injured. Do you feel like you found where his best position at? Didn't feel like he was involved in the game too much.
You didn't feel like it was.
Right.
No, I thought it was okay. First half, I thought he caused their fullback problems. He got the other side of him a few times, put a couple of crosses in. One got scrambled behind for a corner. I thought he played between the lines really well. The link up probably that we don't all see sometimes, where I think Adi played a ball through the lines and he played it round the corner to Nathan first time. They're the bits that sometimes we don't see, and he's a very unselfish player, but he's got a bright football brain. No worries.
It seemed like there was more creativity going on. Was it something you all practiced and saw what Portland was doing to create different pathways and different planes for them, for you all?
But we just felt with Leo out, we probably lacked natural width, so I just thought it was probably right to play Brett and Yuri and come inside into the pockets. When the ball was on their side, and then Nico take up the space of the opposite pocket, and I think that probably helps us a little bit. Playing in areas where they can cause problems by getting on the half turn. So I think that was important for us today to go and do.
Can you talk about Kalina's play tonight? He did have a lot of great saves. We also had a little off from footwork, but basically came back and made the save.
Yeah, no, he reacted well to it. Goalkeepers. I mean, he's had one save to make, hasn't he? I think from distance where he put it over the top. And other than that, he's he made that mistake where the lad won it back. But they're few and far between, and collection items, I suppose, when you see Kalina make a mistake. But he reacted really well to it.
Coming back to Nico, in the first half, he had several chances he probably would have won it back. Can you speak to his resilience and maturity? A lot of young players may go into the break and kind of lose a lot of confidence, but to come back in the second half and have that resilience, could you speak to that, or did you mention anything to him?
Yeah, I just said keep doing what you're doing. Get into them right areas, and you'll get another opportunity. And he made a great run and it's a great ball from Yuri for that first chance that he put over the bar, and he's made a good run and set another one up at the far post. I think it might have been for Yuri with a good run. So he kept doing a lot of good things. And he's received it, and he's got great little nutmegs and a good finish.
Yeah. And with the fixture congestion coming up this month, was it good to see some rotation? You had some guys come off the bench. You had Abada and Vargas not there to start. How important is that to know that you've got that depth going into this month?
Yeah, I think it's really important. BB's come on and done well for us, and Junior at the end has done well, Enzo. So, there's a lot of players who've got useful minutes for us because they're going to be needed over the next year, 4 to 5 weeks with a lot of games coming up.
Did you see what you wanted from Jabril tonight after having him come back?
Yeah, I thought he started off a little bit sloppy, and I told him at half time I thought he was taking a few too many touches at times. When he simplifies it and plays 2 and 3 touch, I think he's a really good player, and he wriggles out of areas that you don't expect him to. But I thought he competed really well as well today, won some really good tackles. But his use of the ball is always good.
Do you have any more comments about the PK that wasn't awarded?
No, I think they got to the correct decision in the end.
We saw Milanda get a little excited at one point, throwing his hands in the air, and he came over and talked to you. Was there anything to that, or was he just frustrated?
Who's that, sorry?
Milanda?
No, we just changed the system slightly. So he just wanted some clarification of what one of the roles were, because when they put their 2 quick wide players on, I wanted to flatten our midfield 3 so they couldn't overload us in midfield, and it allowed our because we played our fullbacks a lot higher today in the first half. We wanted them to give us the width with the 2 wide players coming inside. But then when they put their 2 quick wide boys on, we wanted our fullbacks to just stay a little bit deeper. So it was just to clarify that.
That's a clean sheet. Is it white or red wine tonight?
Well, they've had a few bottles of red, so it might be a little bit of a mixture, and they can choose on the lucky dip.
Last one here.
We didn't see Scotty out there on the field tonight. Was there a reason behind that, or are you just saving him?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was the last game against Minnesota. He broke down in the warm-up with a bit of felt his hamstring slightly. So he's only trained a few days, so he was one who came on the bench, but he wasn't one I was going to risk, I think, unless I needed it.
All right, thank you guys.
Brilliant. Thank you.